just a couple minutes, and then we will get to some ultrasounding. Alright. Okay, set this up so I can see your questions. Alright guys, so we'll closer. Um, so I wanted to start off today with a little Q&A as well as doing some ultrasounding. We're at that part of the season where I've got 3 girls who have ovulated. One has already had her prelay shed. The other 2, I'm assuming in the next couple weeks will do that. But I've got a handful, I would say at least a dozen who have got to be getting close to ovulation. So I figured what I would do, I haven't had a video out in a little while because obviously it's just slow right now in here. But what I figured I would do is I'm going to ultrasound probably about 20 or so girls. Figure we'll go live. I'll have my little tablet up there so I can see your questions. Questions don't have to pertain to just ovulating or breeding. If you have questions about anything, whether it's myself or rodents, what we do, here for, whatever. Any part of the hobby you got, feel free to ask. And as I see the questions, I'll answer them. I'm going to set the camera into a position like it was in the beginning of the video where basically you're just going to be looking at the ultrasound. You'll probably see my tablet, and you probably won't see me at all. I'm just my hand. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, I'll keep an eye out. I'll answer everything I can. And let's go ahead and jump into this and see where these girls are. I got my little dry erase marker here. So what I'll do today as I ultrasound them, if they've got any significant development, anything probably above 15 or 20 mils, I'll put a date on it and then I'll mark what they're at right now. That way I can keep an eye on them. Anything under 20 mils, somewhere at 15, 20 mils, I probably won't do anything. I'll just look, take a size, move on to the next one. So I'm gonna grab a couple gloves. My purpose for doing this, my only purpose, is just to try and keep the gel off my hands. That way I don't get gel all over on everything else. But other than that, the gel is safe. You'll see I probably won't wipe down any of the females unless they got a big glob of it on them. Other than that, they just go back in their tub. Matter of fact, you might not even see a lot of them because I'll probably just take the probe over there, and we'll see. We'll see how it works out. So, hope you guys enjoy. Again, any questions at all, go ahead and post them, and I'll make sure to get to them. So, let's get you into position here. That. Blackbirds Burrow Exotics. What's going on, man? What's going on? Alright. So, I'll try and explain what we're going to see here because I'll bring the female over, I'll ultrasound her, and then what I'll do is I'll freeze frame it. So for the first couple ultrasounds, I'll freeze frame it and talk to you guys about the ultrasound and what we're looking at. But as we get going on, I probably won't. I'll just mention, how many follicles they are, or how many, what size their follicles are. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to take our gel, and we put that on the end of our probe. So this is our probe. Now, when we do this, we want a clean probe to start off with. Alright. In fact, I'm going to wet the end down, make sure I don't have any dry gel on it. So I'm nice and clean. Alright, so right here you'll see on the probe this little bump. That little bump right there, I don't know if you can really see it right there. There you go. That little bump, you want that facing the head of the female. So I mean, it doesn't matter which way she's laying. Regardless, that little bump needs to be facing the head of the female. And then what we'll do is we'll put some ultrasound gel on here. This will help conduct through so the picture is clear. When we lay it, we start up near the top of her spine, and we'll kind of rotate like this. And we'll have to move it side to side until we find a spot, but then we'll just kind of rotate like this till the picture is clear. And then at that time I will freeze it, and I'll put the girl back, and then we'll check and see what the ultrasound showed. So I put my probe up here. A little bit of ultrasound gel on here. I don't use too much, and I don't necessarily fill it every time. Alright, let's see. I'm going to try and make this as easy as possible myself. Alright, let's go like... I think we'll do that. Put my coffee back there. Put this over here. And I got a foot pedal, which I don't always use, but I'll put it right there. I think we'll do it like that. Alright. So, pre-warn everybody, we use liners. So, tubs might be dirty. I haven't done any cleaning today. What I'm doing today first is ultrasounding, and then from there, I'll clean what I need to, and then I'll pair males and females. So, I'm going to take this girl. She's on the cool side. And there's some follicles. Oh yeah, she's got a bunch of them. So you can see those follicles. Maybe you can't. So these dark spots right here, you can see that. That's a follicle. There's a follicle. And as I work this in and out, there's a good follicle. So we're going to freeze that one. All right. Put my probe back. Put her back. All right, and now I'm going to measure that follicle. So we go over here, we go to measure, set, right across, 14.4. So she's gone a little bit, which is really funny because I really thought she was getting much further along. So it's kind of discouraging actually. The date today, I believe it is the 6th. Yes, 6th. So I'll put right in her tub, 2.6, and I'll put 15 mils. And we will move on to the next one. Alright, let's see. She's not. We'll check this one here. So I unfreeze, and I'm not going to apply any more gel. I don't know if I'm going to need it. I might, but I'm not sure yet. So first thing I have to do with this girl is I need to get her laid out a little bit better. Trying to get a little gel on here. I know she's got to be growing. There we go. There's some follicles. So they're not awfully large, but we'll count that one right there. So this girl's pretty early into the breeding season. So you see the follicle right there. So we got a set. Go to the end of that. Man, she's about 16 mils actually. So that's not bad. I'll take that all day long. Not bad at all. Alright, move on to the next one. Now, questions that I haven't seen, but I'll tell you, the first girl I showed was a vanilla female. She's being bred to an OD yellow belly calico pinstripe. Just trying to make couple extra genes and do some 2 and 3 gene combos. I really like to see what that boy is going to look like when we get that calico and some more stuff. The last girl was a pastel double het albino clown. She's being paired to her brother, which is an albino clown, or double het albino clown. That girl was a double het albino clown in pastel. This girl here, this girl is an albino pied, pastel double het albino pied. So she's being paired to what I believe to be a double het albino pied. So see if we can get anything. And she's a little irritable this morning. I woke her up and she's in blue. Put 2 of those things together and she's not happy. A little bit of gel. Make this image a little bit better. Alright. So we got some very little. These are all little follicles. All these dark spots up there. Really, she just doesn't have any growth yet. It's not necessarily a bad sign. It just tells me that she's got a long way to go. And, maybe it's her first year. Maybe she just isn't going to develop well. And, oh, there's a couple. See, there's a couple right there. We'll freeze that one. My assumption is she's going to be like about 7 mils. Maybe even smaller, maybe 5. Which tells me if she really is at the beginning. I've been seeing her do a little bit of bowl wrapping. She's been here a couple times. But she's just now really starting to eat really well. So we'll take this really pathetic image. Yeah, she's at 10 mils. So I mean, she's just starting. So I'm going to mark it down anyways because this is a project that I'm very, very interested in. I really want to make albino pieds. And I want to keep an eye on her because if she either continues to not develop or she goes backwards, then I'm just going to stop pairing her. There's no reason to continue if she doesn't begin to develop. Alright, here's a small girl. She's an old girl. And old, I say it, I believe she's 4 years old. So she was a slow-grown albino. She's taken to breeding quite well. But you can see, she's still little. I mean, she weighs like 1,600 grams. Like I said, she's like 4 years old. So when I got her, I think she was like 900 grams. So the person that had her just maintenance fed her. And there we go. We see some follicles here. Where'd they go? Right in there. Yeah, she's just... It's a shame. This is the girl I was really hoping would do well for me this year. This is a really awesome project. I'm gonna go back here and find these follicles again. Yeah, right there. This girl might actually not do anything for me this year. And so there's going to be a point, yeah, like right there's a couple, and they're just really small. They're less than 10 mils, my guess. So what I'll probably do, I will amp up her feeding. I'm probably going to pair her. I don't know if I'll even pair her again for quite a while. I might wait and see if she develops on her own with just getting some extra food in her. But, yeah, it didn't look promising. Let's go to this girl here. So this girl here could save the project for this year. And I'll explain here in just a second when I'm done ultrasounding her. Oh yeah, there's some follicles. Good growth there. Look at the size of those ones. Yep, we're gonna get a picture there. Wow, this is promising for this project. So, what you're looking at here, the first one was an albino 100% het tri-stripe. That girl is 100% het tri-stripe, 66% het albino. I believe they're sisters. The male, the sire that's going to both of them, is an albino 100% het tri-stripe. So hopefully we'll hit some tri-stripes. Hopefully that het albino girl will prove out. We'll get some albino tries. Because like I said, it looks like the other girl might actually not do anything for us this year. Alright, let's see where this follicle's at. Yeah, so she's at a solid 15, 16 mils. So that's great. She's breeding well and eating well. So I'll mark her down and keep an eye on her. The other girl I didn't mark down. There's just nothing there right now. So there's no reason. But next time I check her, if she looks good, great. If she doesn't, too bad. Alright. This girl is so trying to cool that she's climbing in her bowl. So I've got some good big hopes for this girl. And she's feisty. So we'll see if she's going to be nice to me today or not. Oh man, look at there. Let me get a little gel, just make this a little clear. She looks like she's huge. If I'm looking at the right thing. Sorry, girl, relax. She's so tense. There we go. Yeah, so he's just crammed in there. Look at that. So we'll go ahead and we'll get a picture of that one. That's a nice one. So it looks like on 123, she was 14 mils. So that's about 2 weeks ago. And today, we'll go set. Yeah, so she's 17, 18 mils now. So that's good. That's good. In a couple weeks, she's gone up a couple. So you want to see about 10 millimeters a month growth. So she's got another month or so, maybe 2, maybe less, depends how she starts to grow. But yeah, looking really good. Definitely happy there. From her. Let's check this one out. Here's another feisty one. Now, when I say feisty, guys, allow me to explain. They're just jumpy. I really don't have any issues in here with taking bites. I really don't get bit. I mean, it's rare. I say that now, and this girl will probably attack me, but oh yeah, look at those. I figured she was getting close to ovulating. Man, she is swollen. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna get a really good. I gotta get quick because she's going to start moving on me. Please don't bite me in the face. That's all I gotta say. Yeah, so, man. I'll just go there, get an idea. I think she's gonna ovulate here soon, which is amazing. She's starting to get that TPing look to her. So her spine's starting to get a little bit present. She's getting pretty conical shape. Alright, let's go in here. Go set. At, well, right about 25 mils, roughly. About another month, she'll probably ovulate for me. And that was just one of them. I mean, there were a couple there like even bigger. I couldn't get a clear shot. Let's see. Headhunter, what's going on? Welcome. Welcome to the show. Alright, let's see who's next. We can check this girl. I don't know, she's not really, she's just starting in the breeding scheme, so we can get a baseline, see where she's at. She's also in shed, and I found that it is hard to get them ultrasound when they're in shed. I don't know if that's because the skin is starting to, break free, but just I've had, seems like a tougher time ultrasounding girls who are in blue. She's looking to take off. She's not going to be cooperative today, so I might not get any images of her. Here we go. Right there. There we go. See if we can follow these. We'll take that one. I'll be happy with that image today. Give this girl some water.
And let's see where this little odd follicle's at. It's not really a nice round photo. Yeah, see, I'm gonna say, oops. Let's go back. It was, yes, I'm gonna say she's about 10 to 12 mils. So I'm not even gonna write it down because it's not a good photo. She's young in the breeding scheme though, so the fact that she's growing at all makes me happy. So I'm not worried about where she's at right now. It was more just seeing if she's actually doing some growing. I got 2 more in this rack, and then we'll move to the other rack. Alright. She's all coiled up. So I don't know how good I'm going to be able to get. I'll probably have to uncoil her. But she's on the heat. She's been bull wrapped before. There we go. Yeah, she's big. I knew she was. My assumption is she's going to go in the next month. Or she's going to ovulate, I should say, in the next month. I get just a little bit. Hey girl, can I get just a little bit better photo here of you? And then I'll leave you alone. I think that's about the best we're gonna get. It's just that eyeball. There we go, there's one. That's a good one right there. We'll take that. Alright, sweetheart. I'll put you back, I'll leave you alone. You did great. So this girl here is a super pastel blackhead het G-stripe. And she's being paired to our pastel genetic stripe VPI Exanthic. So as you can tell, that would be an amazing one to get. Pastel and super pastel, genetic stripe blackhead, all het VPI Exanthic. Gonna be a banger. Let's measure this one out. Yeah, 20 mils. She's already went from the cooling to the warm side. So maybe I just had a bad measure on her there. But I'm still gonna mark it down as 20 mils. I don't want to just guess that it might be more. Let's see. Got one more girl over here. And there's some follicles, I can see them. And they're not really that big, but she hasn't been breeding for long either. So the fact that she's got some follicle growth is making me happy. So we're going to get the mail in with her today. Yeah. Not even measure. They're just small, maybe 10 mils or less. I think about 10 mils where she's at. All right. So give me just a moment to rearrange, and I'm going to bring everything over here. Let's see. For me, it's better if I can actually move you guys this way. turn this a little bit there. Alright, so we'll do that. That'll make it easier for me. Can it be used as sex ball pythons? You know, I've never tried it, honestly. Maybe at the end of this video, we'll grab one of my males and we'll see if we could see any hemipenes down inside of. You know, let's do that right now. Let me grab one, and I know. Let's grab this boy here. He's always willing to show me and be nice. So this is my pastel genetic stripe exanthic. Let's take a look and see. I'm going to say maybe if I could change the image a little bit. This is a male, but I don't see anything there. I don't know if you guys do or not, but yeah, I don't see anything. I think the area is just too small to get an idea. It's a good thought though, but I would say probably not. Maybe if you had like a little pinpoint probe, something real small, maybe. But I don't think there's enough area there, surface area there, to get an image to reflect off and come back. So hopefully that helps. Again, I can't guarantee. You know, I'm not great at these. You know, maybe there is a way, or maybe there's a certain probe you can get that you could do that with. But what I just tried there, I'd say slim. Alright, give this girl a go here. So this girl here, let's see if I could turn this camera a little bit. Give you guys an image and a shot of the female. Oh yeah, look at those follicles. Should I put my pedal too far away? Alright, so there's some monster. I say monster, but they're just really good looking follicles there. There's a whole bunch. And yeah, you can use this to count. But I'm just fortunate enough that she's nice enough to stay still for 30 seconds. I'm not going to sit there and try and count them out. Besides, it's kind of like Christmas when they lay. Then you get to see how many they actually give you. So here's the end of my egg over there, and she's 18 mils. So I'm gonna write her down. That's good, I like that. This girl here has been having me confused all season. She's gotten so big over the last handful of months. She eats like a monster, and then she went off food 2 weeks ago, and then she ate for me this week. So I'm like, slowly I'm sitting here, you know, yelling at her like, come on, you gotta be ready to frickin' ovulate. Let's get some gel on there. So I'm just trying to stretch it, there we go. Stretch her out a little bit. Man, this is, so last year she didn't go. She reabsorbed. And I haven't, she's getting wide. She's gaining weight. Really need you to stretch out there for me, girl. Nope. Might have to take her out of the tub to get an accurate measurement. I really want to get a measurement on this girl. So that's why I'm spending a little more time with her. Because if she's reabsorbs this year, I gotta figure out what's going on. And there they are. So there's the gallbladder. And there's a couple follicles. But man, that's not looking good. Not at all. Kind of worried about this girl. I wonder why she keeps potentially reabsorbing. She's got plenty of food, eats like crazy, always got water, always has water. She's a het clown. Her first year with us, and she's at 15 mils. Her first year with us, she gave us 5 eggs. She was kind of small. She gave us 5 eggs. We got 4 clowns, 4 visuals, and a het clown. She was just bred to a blade het clown. We got some blades in there and everything. Really nice. Last year she was bred to a banana het clown, and she didn't go. So she reabsorbed. She was growing. I didn't have an ultrasound then, but I could tell she looked like she was growing well. She reabsorbed. This year she's being bred to a coral glow leopard, possible pastel coral glow leopard, posset clown. Really trying to prove out this year. So I paired her to her, hoping we at least even get just 1 clown. And I mean, they've had multiple locks. Let's see. Yeah, he's locked like 5 or 6 times with her over the last couple months. And right now she's sitting at, 15 mils. And it's just discouraging. She's growing, she's eating, she was bowl wrapping, now she's heat sight on the heat. It's just like, if she starts going backwards, it's so frustrating. And I think that's going to be my only chance for clowns this year. I don't know. Stressful, man, stressful. Alright, let's see here. So we'll move on. A lot more girls to check over here, so no reason to get flustered. Just those. Alright. I've hit 0 pieds in 3 years. And 1 year I got clowns. First year. Last year nothing. So I was really hoping to get some clowns and some pieds this year. I mean, I swear it just seems like a battle everywhere I go with those two. Oops. Alright. Let's see where this girl's at. My dog's up there barking. Girl gave us some amazing babies last year. Just hoping that she'll start growing here this year and give us a nice clutch. It's still early in the season for her, so I'm definitely not concerned in any way. I would love to see some development here. And yeah, there's just really not much going on. A little bit there. Let me look at her breeding record here real quick. So yeah, I've paired her with that male blade het clown. Try and make some black pastel, yellow belly het clowns. I'm not sure how many times I put them together. I have to look at her record. I haven't seen any locks yet. So that's that's indicative there of no follicles or very little. But she was, I think she just started getting paired like a month ago. So this next girl is going to be one to keep an eye on. Let's see here. Not sure what this date's for. Alright, so this girl here. This girl's being paired. She's an albino, and she maybe pastel. I don't know. Anybody I've shown her to, nobody seems to know what she could be. Supposedly she's albino, pastel, and she's got a cool story for me behind her. Oh yeah, there's some follicles. Lots of good ones too. And she's on the move. She's going to make this tough on me. Hey, girl, I just need to measure you out real quick. Okay? Then I'll put you back in your rack and you can relax. So this girl here, yeah, there's some follicles there. There's some nice ones there. Oh yeah, she's got a bunch. Alright, I need to get measurement now before she has enough of me and says, no, I'm not going to give you a good picture. I'm going to take that. I'm going to figure she's 12 or 15 mils, which is fine. Shouldn't have been braiding all that long. She's had a couple locks over the last couple months. Yeah, she's about 13 mils roughly. So her story, we got her 3 years ago. I think it's been 3 years now. I think it was the 18-19 season. So, yeah, I think we got her in 18. So, 2.5 years ago. She was brought over to be put to a Candino. And she was someone I was working this project with. We'd done some business together. He dropped her off to me. He's in another state. He said, hey, you take her since you got the mail. I need the room, and we'll split the clutch. Things went sour between him and I, and he just said, hey, you can keep her, and he made me a price. I think I paid $300 for her. So I jumped right on it. She was growing, she was doing well, and I paid $300, kept her, and she gave us a nice clutch of like 7 or 8 eggs her first year. Beautiful Candinos, albinos, enchies, and all that. I held back a female. I mean, so thankful. Last year, she gave us 10 eggs. Every one of them was a slug. Every one. So we're trying a different male this year. And if she goes this year, we're going to make it triple hets. She's being paired to that pastel genetic stripe xanthic. So we're hoping to make pastel enchi, or if she is pastel, super pastel enchi, triple het, snow genetic stripe. So xanthic, albino, genetic stripe. That's where we're pushing that project at. Alright. This girl, I think, is starting to get some size on her. Hopefully she is going to be looking good. Let's see. She is a fidgety one. I don't know about you guys, but me and leopards. Seems like anything that's a leopard in my collection is fidgety. It's like almost like, I don't know if it's a trait or if it's just my luck. But every leopard I had, I've had has been head shy and fidgety. Alright, here we go. Oh yeah, look at there. So, it's because of the way she's laying right now and the way she's bent, but look at those follicles. Yeah, baby. Those things are very nice. Massive. We'll take it. So this girl's being paired with a Powerball, which is a super spot nose. So we're looking for spot nose, leopard, pastels. Or honestly, we're looking for no pastels, to be quite honest. We would love to get pastel completely out of our collection for the most part. And she's 25 mils. That's awesome. That is awesome. And our pair too. She should ovulate. Hopefully give us a really nice clutch. Let's see here. I'm not gonna check her. We'll check this girl. Here's another feisty one. So this here is a lithium, which is a cinnamon butter. And I believe she is het for hypo. And she's being paired to an orange dream, yellow belly, calico, pinstripe, and a poshet hypo. So, oh yeah, there's some follicles right in here, I believe. Just gotta get. Sorry, girl, relax. Bam! Look at that one. We'll take that image and I'm gonna let her be. She is swollen in blue. Unfortunately, this is not her pre-lay shed. I wish it was, but it's not. Alright, so we're gonna go to the outer edge there, all the way to here. Oh yeah, she's almost 30 mils. Man, maybe this is her pre-lay. I don't think so. I don't think I missed anything. Take it. Let's see. Questions. What's your reasoning on pastel, the collection? I hate pastel. My reasoning, though, I know it's not a good reason. Pastel, in my experience, just muddies up over age. It does not age well. Now with Desert Ghost, it ages really good. But a lot of animals, as they get older, pastel just seems to brown out, and it hurts any other things you got going on, in my opinion. So because of that, we would rather move it out. Or try and weed it out. I know you can't completely unless we just don't keep anything pastel and move everything out eventually. I mean, some things you gotta have pastel with, but for the most part, we're trying to, especially our darker projects, we want to wean it out. Alright, so this girl's the crowd favorite, always is. She's our calico, high white calico girl. She's given us one clutch in 2 years. She did not go last year. We were hoping she would, but she didn't. She's currently in shed. Or in blue, I should say. Good girl. She is such a sweetheart. She's kind of like our mascot, to be honest with you. And we got two females here that are like, they're like our ride or die. I mean, we'll do anything for them. Oh yeah, she's got some good development there. Alright girl, let me put you back. So I'll show her to the camera real quick because she's always the crowd favorite. So again, she's in blue, but even in blue, the whites are just crazy. Alright, so let's go ahead and see where we're at here. Yeah, we're about 15 mils. So that's good, because she's still early in the season. She's being paired to a Mario Desert Ghost. So looking for Calico Marios, all het Desert Ghost. Let's see. Let's see who's next. Who's next? I'll pull this really big girl out. The next girls we're going to measure are very large. So I'm going to pull them out of the tub. And we'll lay them down. And hopefully they will cooperate. This girl here is a het pied. She's an old girl. I'm not sure if she's going to go this year or not. There's some follicles. Actually, I'll go a little further down. Look at these. Now, they're just not great follicles. She hasn't been eating in a while. And, yeah, she's kind of thin, kind of deflated. So she's either really early into her year, and she'll pump up here a little later, or she's just not going to do anything this year. She's at like 12 mils. So maybe she's just starting. We'll keep an eye on her. Let's see, who's next? Yes. Here's another favorite. This girl has got to be one of my favorites overall as far as just what she is. Oh yeah, and there's her follicles. Look at those. Yeah. This girl I think is going to ovulate soon. She gave us an amazing clutch last year. So this is a cinnamon lorry. It's an allelic animal. So everything she produces is either lorry or cinnamon. And this year, so we paired her to a couple different animals throughout the year, or last 2 years. 2 years? Last year? I don't remember. Last year was her first year, that's right. We paired her to an Enchi lorry because that's an allelic animal also. And we've gotten a lot of really good stuff out of this. So this year, I mean, she's swollen. You can see the follicles there. So this year, we actually went a different route. And we paired her to that same genetic stripe Xanthic pastel male. So we're hoping for lorries all the way through, all lorries, and they'll be double het for genetic stripe and Xanthic. So we'll see. There's going to be a lot. If there's any cinnamons, those cinnamons will most likely be available. So keep an eye out for that. The lorries will most likely all stay here so we can work that project. Yeah, this girl's at 30 mils. So she's probably going to go for us soon. Alright, the next girl here. I love this girl too. I love a lot of these females. They just have a solid place because we bought them specifically for what they were. You know, these weren't animals that we picked up because we're like, oh, we need more females. These last few girls I've been showing you, I mean, they were purpose bought. And when you buy something for a purpose, it just means that much more. Yeah, she's full of follicles. Nice big ones too. So this girl here, this is a double het Xanthic genetic stripe. Proven. She's the one that made that male pastel Xanthic genetic stripe. She's being paired with a possible triple het male. So, I believe this is where it starts. And over to here, and she's 25 mils. That's awesome. So the male that she's being paired with is a possible fire. I'll show you him real quick. He's really pretty plain. Oh, he just shed. Perfect time to show you. So his mother was a fire, double het for hypo and G stripe. And she proved genetic stripe. I haven't had a chance to prove her out for hypo. But who I got her from, I'd guarantee she's het for hypo. She's supposed to be a double het. He looks like a fire to me, not necessarily a normal. So I think he's a fire. Both his parents were, his dad was a visual genetic stripe. So he's 100% het for genetic stripe. His dad is 100% het for Xanthic. And then, like I said, mom is 100% het for hypo. So if he got both those copies from them, this boy here could potentially be a fire triple het. G-stripe, hypo, Xanthic. And I'm hoping this year we get to prove every bit of that. So again, he was paired to that female, who's a double het Xanthic genetic stripe. So we're hoping that he proves out Xanthic. Even if we don't hit a genetic stripe Xanthic, I know he's het genetic stripe. If I hit an Xanthic, it'll prove that part out. So that's good there. Now he's also pairing up with one other girl, and that would be his mother, which is right here. And she's a fire. Again, double het, genetic stripe, hypo. So if we get white snakes, we'll know he's a fire, because we get super fires, which would be great. I mean, hopefully we don't get too many. You know, hopefully we'll get some G stripes out of this clutch, but again, not necessary, because I know she's het for genetic stripe, and I know he is too. But I'm hoping we will get hypos out of this clutch. And if so, then we will prove him to be triple heterozygous for genetic stripe, Xanthic, and hypo. So, fingers crossed. She's solid. I'm hoping she's got some really good follicles. Problem is that she's not in her tub, and she's moving around a lot. So I'm gonna have to, once I find one, I'm gonna have to take a quick, there we go. Take a quick picture. She's just slowly growing. Nothing huge, but they're solid. And there's a bunch of them there. We'll take that one. So she's gonna have some time still. She's so nice. I love this girl. She's just a beauty for just a flyer, but double head. I mean, she's huge too. I think she's like 3,900 grams, somewhere around there. Alright, so we go here. And she's 15 mils. So she's got some growing to do, but that's a good way to look at it. Alright guys, we got one last girl for you. She's pretty big. Hopefully she's calm and collective. But she's a handful if she's not calm. Alright. So that there. We're gonna need some gel. Here she is. This is a het red exanthic yellow belly. She hasn't eaten in a while, so my hope was that she was growing. I'm going to start giving us some nice follicles here. And yeah, I think those are just huge follicles. I wonder if I missed her ovulation. I think this is an egg. This whole image right here. Here's another one. So you can just see them packed in there. There's one here, one here. If I roll down, you can see that one in that oviduct. There's some more. Here, here, and here. See how they come alive when I move the probe around? There's one there. Yeah, so this girl, my guess, I'm going to guess I either missed her ovulation, because that looks huge right there. I'm going to freeze that. So I think this is a whole egg right here. I'm going to guess I missed her ovulation, or she's just like right at time to ovulate. I don't know. She's just a monster. She's huge. So it's hard to tell because she's so big as it is. So we'll just measure this thing. It's going to be close to impossible for me to measure. I think it's like 33, 34 mils. I don't know. My guess is that she's either about to ovulate or she already did. But that's it, guys. That's it for ultrasounding. I'm not going to ultrasound any more females today. I will start pairing. So I'm going to do that here in a minute. If you guys want, you could stick around. Alright. Let me pick up here real quick. Pick up my foot pedal. Shut down my ultrasound. Roll my card away. Alright guys, so let me zoom out a touch here. There we go. Put you back over here. Alright. So, huge shout out to Raider Reptiles. I am wearing his stuff today. Appreciate that. Had to get smaller panels because our 4-foot panels were out currently. So I got 2 of these I got to fill up. I got a couple stickers to put on this one that are sitting here. I think I got enough to fill this board. I think I got 3 of them. Once this board's filled up, I'll be applying this one to the ceiling. And then I got another one over there to start going. So get your stickers in. I'm going to do a scan of the ceiling probably in the next video or 2. And get a video up of just everybody's stickers. So big shout out to all you guys out there. So appreciate that. Questions if you have any. Now would be a great time. And other than that, I'm going to start pairing some animals. Give me 1 second. I have a message here I have to. Alright. But I sent you a sticker. Elite, let me see. Boy, there's a lot to go through. I don't remember one unless it was a long time ago. And I've got a lot of stickers up here from you guys. I mean, I've been putting these up for the last year. So, it's quite possible. It's got to be a good look for me. Sitting here just looking up at the ceiling. Come over here real quick. It's not looking like I've got one from you. Alright, I don't believe I do, Elite. Make sure I don't have everyone here. Nope. I'm going to say no, I don't. So, hit me up on Facebook or on Instagram. Here, my Instagram. I will type that out here. You guys should know what my Instagram is. I mean, it is at JDH Reptiles. So there's my Instagram. Otherwise, you can email me, jdhreptiles@gmail.com. You can find me on Facebook, and I will. I'll get you my address. You send them out. We'll swap. Something else I wanted to pass on to you guys that we're doing today. We're doing a drawing today. That drawing, the winner of that is going to win their choice of either 20 Freedom Breeder FB8 CV in gray. So that's the new FB8 to like the V18 tubs. Or you're going to get a male pastel Enchi gold blush scaleless head. And I'll show you him real quick. Here's that guy right here. Pastel Enchi gold blush scaleless head. Beautiful male. So if you're interested in that, hit me up on Facebook or hit me up on Instagram. Spots to get in on that are $10 a piece. If you buy 3, you get 2 for free. And I accept payment through Google Pay. So hit me up. I'll give you my link. Actually, my Google Pay is jdhreptiles@gmail.com. And you can get in on that. I think there's like 20 spots left. And again, the winner gets shipping covered, everything covered, their choice, either that animal or 20 of the Freedom Breeder FB8 tubs. So yeah, so jumping on that, give me a shout if that's something you're interested in. It's most likely today only. I'm sure it'll probably close out today, so don't hesitate. All right, so pairing. We're gonna pair some animals today. So the way I do this is I go back 3 weeks. From the last time I saw a lock, I go back 3 weeks. So today being the 6th, that would mean the last pair date would have to be the 16th or the weekend of the 16th. So 16th, 17th, 18th. If there was a lock there or before, they can get paired this week. If they've locked since the 16th, they don't get paired. So let's see. Do 1 male. Perfect timing too is this boy here. This is the pastel genetic stripe VPI Xanthic. And this guy, perfect timing. He's going to go in with that super pastel blackhead head G-stripe. And we just checked her today. She's at 20 mils. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop him, expel some of that old sperm plugs, and then I'm going to drop him in. I'm going to take her card and turn it up. That way I know there's a male on there. And I'll also take his card and I'll turn it up. So then I know that he's out with a girl. Flip the wrong one. So what I'll also do though, I'm using my phone right now for the camera. I'll also come through with my reptile scan and I'll scan these so I can keep a history of when they were paired, when they locked, when I removed them. That way I take all that information at the end of the season and kind of try and plan for the following season. So let's see. Okay, so there and there. And because I'm not scanning right now, I'm going to put a dot up here. I got a dry erase board where I keep all my locks, all my information on my girls who have ovulated. Let's see. This girl, Shed. Alright, so the next one. Alright, let's see. Is there's a female I should have checked. I didn't, and I should have. I'll check her later. Alright, so we're going to do this male here. Oh, no we're not. So this is the male I was going to pair this week, but he's in blue. This is that possible pastel leopard coral glow het clown. I thought he was a clown when he was born, then I realized no, he's not. The head pattern's just not right, but he's the closest one that we had got. So what I was going to do is I was going to pair him to that het clown female that looks like she could be reabsorbing again, but he's in blue, so he's not going to pair this week. So next week. All right, let's see. Perfect timing for this one. That triple het male. He's going to go to the double het Xanthic G-stripe. Yep, they are definitely due. So I'm going to expel that. Pop his hemipenes. card up and that one up. Let's see, next in line, we've had a lot that have paired with a few girls in the last couple weeks. So there's not going to be many pairings this week, which is actually really nice. Shows me we're getting further into the season. A lot of good solid locks. And they're all happening right about, like, we've had big weather changes. So it's just really good to see the progression there. Oh, I didn't check her. Okay, I do have to pull the ultrasound out again. I can't believe I missed these two girls. So I'm just going to do this really quick because it really is going to depend on who I pair here. So I have a large pinstripe female, and I have a leopard spider female. And both of them I missed while we were ultrasounding. And I know that the big pinstripe girl has got to be really close to ovulating. And she's one I need to pair this week if she's close. So here she is, just a big girl. She's kind of like my mascot girl here. So I'm not going to bother showing her. A lot of good follicle growth. Man, 2, 6, 8, there's got to be 10, 12 follicles there. So she's early in the stage. She's just growing really well. So she's going to get paired for sure. I'll tell you what she's at here in just a second. I want to wipe her off. So this girl, she's just huge. She weighs, I think she's my largest at like 4,000 grams. Big solid girl. And she's being paired with, as long as this guy's still not in shed. Nope, he is not. This is a Coral Glow Super Butter Possible Cinnamon. So I know he's a Coral Glow because he came from a male Coral Glow and he's a male. I don't know if he's cinnamon because I can't tell because he's super butter. He's all white. So we know we're going to get butter pins. Or well, we hope we'll get pins out of this. Butter pins. Everything will be butter. We're hoping for Coral Glow pinstripe butter. And if there is cinnamon, hopefully we'll get some cinnamon in there. We'll be able to tell that as well. Let's see. She is at currently measure. Trouble here. She's about 13, 14 mils. So slow growing on her. I thought she was further along, but that's okay. I'll take it. And I got one more girl to check. That's this leopard spider here. I think she's really our only spider that we have. I think we might have one more. I don't remember. We don't keep spiders, or a lot of them. This girl's pretty. She doesn't have a bad, she doesn't really have a wobble at all, actually. That was one of the reasons why I picked her up. Alright, there's her follicles. And she's about 13, 15 mils. So I actually need to change her liner really quick. So liners are nice. Just grab them, wrap them up, toss them. And then I can do that all throughout the week. And then once a week I go in there and I actually wipe down the tub. Unless there's like a big blowout, and I'll take care of it right away. But they're always on clean, dry substrate this way. Alright, so we're done there. What did I say? 15? Okay. Alright, sorry, I had to make sure there before I pair. Alright, so back to it. So I put that Coral Glow Super Butter Possible Cinnamon with Pinstripe. Let's see here. That. I'll throw this boy, and this probably could be his last outing, maybe one more. He hasn't eaten in a while. He's just starting to get a little bit on the thin side, so I don't want to overbreed him. But he's really in breeding mode, so I'm going to have to give him a little enticement. So I'll pop him. Get all that old sperm plugs out of him. He's going in with this girl here. It's that vanilla girl. And then from there, I'm looking at who else he's paired with. He might have one or two more pairings, and that's it. We're going to call it for him. We'll let him recuperate for the year. He's done a great job. A lot of breeding his first year. I don't want to overbreed him. I don't want him to get too thin and have a hard time coming back. So let's see here. He just shed. That's good. This here is a project that's near and dear to Jamie's heart. And these two are siblings. So that is a male pinstripe Poshet Sunset. And the female he's being paired to is a Poshet Sunset. Last year she was bred to a 100% het Sunset. And out of, I think, 5, we got no sunsets. So we did pick up a female, 100%, or sorry, a visual sunset female, but she's got some time to go. So in the meantime, we're going to cycle out these two now, try these two together, see if we get any luck. You never know if they're either not sunset, whether it's her, the male we were sold 100% het sunset, maybe he's not sunset, who knows. So we have like 3 different males, or 4 different males and 2 females. So this one over here, where's she at? Right here. The one that's at 25 mils, she's a butter or a lesser, and she's supposed to be 100% het sunset, and she's being paired to a male 100% het sunset. So hopefully they actually prove, because she's got some nice follicle growth. She's at 25 mils. So if it's their week, let me see here. Nope, they just paired not too long ago. So we got a couple weeks yet before we'll pair him again. But hopefully they prove out. That'd be nice. Yeah, Jamie loves Sunset Project. I do too, don't get me wrong, but it's definitely her thing. So the moment we get one of those visual golden babies, the roof's going to blow off this place. I tell you right now, Jamie's going to go crazy. Alright, so there's that. They're not due. I just paired them. And let's see if this guy is available. Yeah. So you just shed 2. Perfect timing. Sweet. So this here is a male banana visual genetic stripe. And the funny part is I don't have him paired to go to any genetic stripes this year. I'm going to make a whole bunch of het genetic stripes and hopefully some bananas in there too.
Not all bananas, though, 'cause I don't want all males. I'd love to have some more females to grow up. So this week, there's our Lesser Mojave Scaleless Head, which is the female that produced our scaleless animals this year. Or I have, which is our Patreon pairing, would be this girl, which is a Super Pastel Bamboo Blackhead. So these two have not locked at all. So I'm going to put them together. Hopefully this week will be the week that he does his thing. Because they haven't paired yet, and this is her first year, usually I would leave him in. I put him Saturday and leave him until Tuesday or Wednesday. I think what I'll do though is I'll pull him if I don't see any action, or if I see him on opposite sides of the tub. Either Sunday night or Monday morning, I'll pull him and I'll put him in with this scaleless head blue line leucistic for two reasons. One, she's eating really well. She's ready to be bred, and they've already locked before, and she's actually due to be locked or paired with him again this week. But since they haven't had any pairings, I want to try them first. Maybe I'll get lucky and he'll pair with her this week. You know, it'd be great. But if not, I'll give it a day or two. If I don't see anything, or I see him on opposite sides of the tub, I'm going to pull him and put him in with this girl so she doesn't miss a pairing this week. Because that is a project I want to work really good, and it's getting the genetic stripe into the scaleless head. You know where I'm going with that eventually. I think that'd be amazing. But I do got to offer for that Patreon pairing of ours. So, let's see. I got to weigh a male right now and check his, see if he's got any sperm plugs. This here is our Acid Highway. And let's see if he's got any. Well, he's got a little bit. He's there. Let's see what his weight is, though. Oh, yeah, he's 466 grams. So he could definitely be bred. He's eating like crazy. So he's got a handful of ladies to go to. But when they're this size, guys, here's my thing. I have no problem breeding a male who's of age, who's got sperm plugs or hemipenal casings, eating well. I have no problem pairing him with a female or multiple females. But when they're this size, you really need to keep an eye on them and make sure they continue eating. Once they stop eating, you really need to keep a close eye on them, because they can go from solid and healthy to thin and emaciated really quick if they're, not doing well and they're being overworked. And that's something we don't want to do. We don't want to overwork our males. We don't want to, lose any males from breeding. So you definitely got to keep an eye on him. And like I said, he's pounding food. He's definitely ready to go. And this week I'm going to put him, actually I need to weigh a couple females. I want to see where they're at before I breed. I've got 4 of them for him, which I don't think he's going to see 4, maybe 2. But I want to see which ones, actually, where's she at? I'm going to pair him, I know who I'm going to. That het red exanthic yellow belly, a real large girl that's at, like right at 40 mils. Actually, I'm going to leave her be. She's up there. She don't need to be bred anymore. Yeah, let me weigh a couple. This is the lack of, sometimes this can take me a while. Let's see. Let's weigh this one here. This girl is our Orange Dream Yellow Belly female. Real nice. I got pretty much all female or all yellow bellies for him to go to. 1440. That way we can hopefully produce some more highways. Acid highways. This one here was to get some color. So the Orange Dream. This girl here who's dirty is our Ivory. So this means we'll get either all ivories or we'll get ivories and highways no matter what. She is an Ivory, possible Orange Dream, possible Black Pastel, and possible Pinstripe. So the idea there is, 1, prove her out. 2,
You know, hopefully we'll get lucky and we'll get some more highways and not all ivories. 1288, so she's a little smaller. So right now she could wait a little bit. But I'd also like to see if we can get some of those other genes out of her. And last but not least, this girl over here. And this girl here is a pastel spot nose yellow belly. And she's the largest. So he's going to go to her this week. So since they're all first-time breeders, the male is, the females are, they're all right around that 1,500 grams. What I do is I want to weigh them all out. Since none of them been paired yet, I want to pick which one is the largest and offer him to her first. That's kind of the way I go at doing that. I think she's done. Shelved. It's really cool. So what I didn't tell you about that het red axanthic yellow belly girl, was she was paired to 2 males this year. We have a lemon blast desert ghost who were paired to her, and we didn't see any locks at all, none. Let me make sure I got that right. Yeah, I don't think we saw any locks at all with them. And then he got thin, stopped eating, and started out looking well. He's doing well now. He's finally bouncing back. But we pulled him a couple months ago and just shelved him and been working on rehabilitating him because he went from like pounding food like crazy, breeding well, to not eating. And then out of nowhere, like in a matter of like 2-3 weeks of not eating, he got thin really quick. So when we noticed that, we stopped pairing him. It took him quite a while to get back on food, and he's just now starting to eat again. So we're definitely keeping an eye on him. But that's what I'm trying to talk about, not overworking the males. When they stop feeding, you really need to keep an eye on them because they can go from doing really well to really bad really quickly. So I didn't see any pairing with her at all. No locks. So I put in that boy with her, and now she's at like 40 mils. But I didn't see any breeding with them either. So it doesn't mean I didn't do any breeding, it just means I didn't catch it. So we got a Who's Your Daddy clutch for sure. We got her from Daniel Allison this year when he was releasing some females. Last I knew, it'd been a couple years since she had been paired. So I don't know if she's got retained sperm, if one of these two did the job, or if we got parthenogenesis. Who knows? We'll see. It's going to be interesting for sure. But, like I said, she's at like 40 mils, so she should be ovulating if she hasn't already any day. And she looked like she was just packed full of eggs. So if we get good eggs from her, and they all make it through incubation, that's going to be a really cool clutch to see. Alright, so now, let's check our Mario boy here. Let's see if he is in blue or not. He is not. So this is a Mario Desert Ghost. Got him from Justin Kobilka. Potentially Super Mario. We won't know until we breed him. And we're putting him to that Calico girl. And we're also going to put him to an OD, Super OD? Yeah, Super OD possible Calico female. Let's see. I haven't seen any locks with either one. Where is she at here? Let me weigh her really quick. She's in shed. Yeah, so she's got a little bit of time still. I mean, she's at like 1,400 grams. She's solid. She's eating like crazy. But I'm going to pair him to that Calico girl because she's at 15 mils. And I want to see her go this year. So we'll give her still a couple months while we pair these ones. And we'll see where they go from here. So we'll mark him. All right. Let's see. Here. Okay. So we have this male blade clown. Beautiful male here. This year he's being paired to our black pastel yellow belly, and he's being paired to a what's supposed to be a pastel, possible yellow belly, possible clown. So since the later girl is actually showing some growth, we're going to put him in with her this week. And see if they go to Pound Town. Let's see. I haven't seen any locks with them either. So maybe this week will be the week. Let's see here. Next one, it's supposed to be, well, this is just Elpies and Shed. Just this pied male. I was going to put him in with that big het pied girl who doesn't appear to be growing any follicles. She's at like 12 mils. But he's in shed. Actually, my plan this year for pieds, we purchased a banana or coral glow pinstripe pied. And he was really small when we got him. Like, I mean, healthy. Just meaning he was small. He was like 150 grams. And I was hoping over the course of the next couple months, he'd get some size on him and start showing. And he ate first couple times. I moved him into a bigger tub prematurely. He stopped eating. He's back in a small tub. He's in one of the V18s. He's back on food. But he's not going to breed this year. So that was just a complete waste for this year. And I was going to sell that male, that regular pied. But he's potentially our only chance of making pieds this year. So it's just another year of potentially no pieds. I do have a blackhead pastel pet pied that's going to a pastel pied this year. We'll see if they're due to be paired together. All right, sounds like the breeding season's going. You can hear them squeezing out some urines and some urine already. Yeah, so here's that pastel blackhead 100% het pied we produced last year. So we're going to pair him right now because, yeah, he's not in shed or anything. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to pair him to the pastel pied. So we'll see if he gets to it. So far they've only been together one other time, and yours no. No lock seen. I'm gonna weigh a couple girls real quick here. I know this is kind of like just so you guys know, this is kind of the reason why I haven't done any videos, because this is really what I do on the weekends. And during the week, it's just cleaning shit and cleaning piss, because there's nothing really going on. Once we get eggs dropping, which this girl just had her pre-lay shed, so once we get eggs dropping, we'll have egg videos, we'll update incubation, we'll have egg cuttings, in a couple months. So soon here, if we do, we're at par for about 40 clutches. So I'm going to shoot for like 30, because I always seem to run short of what I got. I think that's just normal. But if 30 clutches soon, these videos are going to be eggs, cutting. I mean, it's going to be busy. So I appreciate you guys staying with me. Appreciate you going through all this. Eventually, the way these are getting paired up, like some of these females are, getting there. For instance, like this female here This is a big project for this year, which I have a lot of hope in. This is a pastel lesser clown female. I do plan to pair her up with a male this year, but it's going to be late in the season. So soon, I hope there will be multiple females that will be going here and start pairing in the next couple months. And if that's the case, we'll get into this breeding all year round thing, where we'll always have pretty much something going on. So, I mean, just hang tight, appreciate it. I'm going to show this boy off because I'm going to check on some females that he's going to be paired with and see if they're ready. I wrote down March, I'm assuming because of their size. But I gotta look and see. Yeah, the dirty tub. Yeah, so he's at 480 grams. He is an absolutely insane eater. And on top of that, he's got hemipenal casings. And it's this super lorry that we produced this year. So this boy is going to bring me a lot of lorry combos. A lot, if he does well this year. Hopefully he does. I've got him down currently to go to 2 females. And I'll show them to you right now. Let's see. Here's the first one. This one is a yellow belly desert ghost female. So lorry yellow bellies. What we're shooting for, all 100% het for desert ghost. Come on now. That'll be amazing. She's still got another month or so. I'd like to see a little bit more size on her. She's definitely about 1.5 years, almost 2 years old. She's got a little bit more to go yet. And where's the other one at? The other one's got to be over here. Always get her mixed up. Where's we at? Oh yeah, it's this girl over here. Yeah, this girl's gonna have some time still. Yeah, actually, this pairing might not happen this year. She's like 2 years old and a very slow grower. She's a pastel, what do you call it? A Huffman, pastel Huffman. And she's only 1,200 grams, so she's not going to go this year. I don't foresee her packing on 300-400 grams even in the next couple months. So I'm probably going to shelf her and pick a different female for him. I have a handful of others that are getting up there. So yeah, we'll see. I don't know, we'll see. So moving on. So yeah, we're gonna wait another month probably with that one girl, that yellow belly DG. Nope. I gotta check this male. So this guy here is supposed to go this year to our pied female. He is a coral glow yellow belly butter is what we believe, or coral glow black pastel yellow belly is what we think. Possible butter. I don't know if the butter's there. I think it's just yellow belly, black pastel, coral glow. So lots of genes we can pump into pieds. The female he's gonna go with is just a pied. So everything will be a het pied, and he's just slow growing. Hopefully we don't miss our window with her. Because again, I don't really have many pieds to pair. So we're just gonna make a whole bunch of hats. And it looks like that's it for today as far as pairings go. So yeah, we've got probably 25 other males. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, probably got 15 to 18 other males who are breeding multiple females, and they're in between that 3-week stage. So we've got, like I said, we've got 40 or 42 females that we're currently breeding. So yeah, man, that's kind of it for right now. I will tell you right now, I have a video coming out. I don't know if it's going to be coming out this weekend or next week. We finally got our ARS shipment, so we're going to be building a rack. I'll get some video of that, and then I'll talk to you about what our plans are with the rack and who we're moving into it and moving around. And we're probably going to have some racks for sale potentially. We'll see there. If so, I might have 3 racks for sale. So keep an eye on our Instagram, our Facebook page. Those will be listed when they are available. I will ship, but I'm not going to. I mean, there will be insurance on the packages, but that's going to have to go through FedEx. They are so awful when it comes to shipping shit. So I've shipped out many of these Freedom or the TGR FB10 racks with no problems, so I'm not too concerned about it. I usually break them completely down, and you just have to rebuild them. So if you're interested in those, let me know. Like I said, Instagram, Facebook, email, hit me up. I keep you in line for them. I'll have to see what shipping will be, but I think they're probably going to be right around $300 or so. But we'll go from there once I get them all down and clean and torn apart and boxed up. But yeah, guys, that's it. I appreciate you hanging out with me. It's been almost 2 hours. So I'm going to go catch some breakfast now, get my day going, and I'm going to start putting together those ARS racks. So yeah, you guys take it easy. Thanks again for all your support. Like, share, subscribe. Check out some other videos. Like I said, we'll have a couple others. At least 1, maybe 2 we'll have over the course of this next week. I'm going to try and put a couple out with these, update you on the incubator and with the ARS build. And we'll do one specifically when we're moving animals over. So we'll have a couple going on there. We'll see some animals. But yeah, guys, I appreciate it. If you ever have any questions at all, the whole ultrasound thing, I'm new to it, but I can definitely help you out as best as I can. So if you have questions, feel free to ask. If I don't know them, I'll just tell you I don't know the answer. But I'll try and give you as much advice as I can. But yeah, guys, that's it. We'll talk to you in the next video. Take care. If you're interested in that drawing for either the male or the tubs, give me a shout. I'll let you know how to pay for those. Hopefully that'll go off today, and someone will be a winner, and we'll get the ball rolling on that. So until next time, take care. Love you guys, and we'll talk to you on the next video.